What's good, man? It's your OG drip, man. You already know what it is. Listen, go ahead, smash that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that like button, and smash that bell, and share these videos. Y'all listen up, man. I just want to go ahead and just break this down real quick because y'all already know my favorite line. My favorite line is this is a game of chess. You know what I mean? Not checkers. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, as you see by the title, you can tell that today, I'm just basically saying that it's all just still a agenda. You get what I'm saying? It's still the same thing. It's still to maintain their stability. Basically, they way of keeping in control of however you guys want to say it. It's the same thing of saying being able to withstand their grounding. So y'all already know, man. When we talk about what's going on in the world right now with the protesters and stuff like that, y'all already see they making a lot of noise. You know what I mean? They doing their part and they keeping it moving. But if you guys really pay close attention, the protesters, the day one, they came out with the urge of no violence. You know what I mean? That's what it was coming out as, like no violence. So when the violence started kicking in, I want y'all to pay close attention because these people that kick off the violence is the type of people that you see not no one knows them in the city, first of all. So these is the ones that will be like agents that knows how to get things started because they already know in the economy and how things set up, people already want things, you know what I mean, that they can't necessarily afford and that they necessarily can't buy. So they already knew that off top. It's the same type of stuff that been going on for years. So you will catch them, you know what I mean, having someone like an agent that's out of the whole crowd go out and try to get someone to get started, to spread the energy over there. Because if you seen someone and doing something, you know what I mean, and they sitting there looking at you, it's like a roll of guilt. It's like, yo, you're not gonna participate in this. So it's like that's when they get us into it. You know what I'm saying? So like I told y'all, at the end of the day, it's all about like a gameplay. It's still all at the end of the day, no matter what you do furthest when it comes to protesting, they like how to they like to look at it from four ways. You know what I mean? So they could attack this you necessarily protesting, standing up. Now they sneaking doing things. You could be the protesting and it don't work, so they say that y'all violent. You know what I mean? And then you got all of this really just a stage where you could sit back and you could see how they just playing a game. You know what I mean? All the jump fake. They got a whole Simpson episode about how this supposed to happen. They got where a man tried it in Italy. They got where it's certain places they tried it. And then when we go to looking at the dude George, you know what I'm saying? When you do deep knowledge and deep searching, I meant, you will find out that this man was a Mason. So it's like, damn. At the end of the day, we have to know that if it's either two things, sacrifice or he's part of the agenda, hiding back behind closed doors, laughing about it. And you know what I'm saying? Already knew what was gonna come. Because if you look at the rank of the Mason that he was, that's the rank that they come to making a sacrifice. You know what I mean? So that's another thing we have to tune in and think about. So when it comes down to how all of it playing out, at the end of the day, is nothing really is going to actually make a movement because it's all was already planned. They knew you would take this route, this route, this route, or that route. You know what I mean? They planned it like that. So you may see yourself like we getting justice on this end, but really we walking into something else. You know what I mean? That's why they had agents, like I was saying, come out there in crowds and pop off looting and pop off violence. So we could all get into it and then they could have a reason to be more secure or more, you know what I'm saying? How I'm gonna say just to be more of an asshole, however you want to say it, bro. That's really what it's all up to. But at the end of the day, they can also sit back and take the, you know, we gonna feed into it thing. And you know, that's just like how they did. They basically saying they dropped the charges for these officers. I mean, not dropped them. They grabbed the charges and increased it to a second degree. But at the end of the day, we seen what happened. You know what I mean? But like I said on the little post I showed you, it's like The Simpsons showing you that this was meant to happen, showing you this was meant to kick off race wars like it been doing. Like right now we hate China. Like I done heard US people like easily say they hate, like why y'all hate China because of the COVID coming from over there. Like, man, nah, that's a whole part of agenda. They done came up with many diseases and illnesses that make us all collide. So at the end of the day, it's like this, is you trying to stand for something, we got to be very smart about it because you got to know at the end of the day, it's all a game plan. It's all already was done. It's already written. Them the people that's writing the books, like what we think is coming from. These things that's getting published, these videos that's getting published, the music and all that stuff, if it wasn't meant to be, these people wouldn't have no none of their fingers into it. You feel me? They all go with the program and they're going according to the time. They're looking at the space. They're looking at what is actually going on, when to use this energy at the finest time of the day. So, you know what I mean? When you're thinking about it, it's just like saying, yo, how I'm gonna play these pawns. Like, I'm gonna make this look good. Everybody gonna dive onto that. And then, like I said on the chess, I'm gonna skip over them and take all those pieces. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose control. I'm not going to lose my king and queen. That's just how they looking at it. You know what I mean? So everybody that we see, everything that's going on, the presidents and all that, these people have no power, bro. They don't have enough power to tell the world, actual world leaders what to do. You know what I mean? These is all, like I said, pieces. You know, if you look at a president, it's more like saying a more important chess piece. That's it. But at the end of the day, he's still going to get used. And that's why he got here. Just like everything else you see. These people that rap and all, that's not talent. That do acting and all, that's not talent. You know what I mean? They just fit the agenda. They're able to push it without them knowing or not. You know what I mean? That's just how it works. It's a mind thing. You know, it's all about how the human mind works. Think about how they study you from the time you born, of how they want to know how your blood rate is and all this and that there, bro. It's like, ain't y'all trying to know too much about people? You know what I mean? In general, they just like to see new diseases, all this type of stuff, how people body react to things. It's just all about trying to figure out different ways to enslave the humans, to keep us like locked up in a thing that we cannot really, how I'm gonna say, grow from this and actually really evolve. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna still have this type of angle over here, that type of angle over there, and it's like really they putting us against each other. It don't matter right now if all those police is bend down on one knee. They always with us from the jump. That is us. We're battling ourselves. Those people that they're throwing in the crowds, those is not our people. Those is Masons. These guys have meetings and all at these churches. Y'all don't think that these whole time they've been having these meetings every, what it is, Thursday or something like that, that they was going to get ready to do something crazy. Look at some of these polices. I know every police in the world not in shape. But if you look at some of these people, they don't even know how to act like a police. So it's like, damn, where they get these people from? And they're the most aggressive ones. And it's like, okay, the only thing they're going to do is get locked up, as we can see by the human eye. But we don't know what's really going on. They probably going to this quote unquote, this island where all these people think that we're going through something, or they actually getting prosecuted. And really this dude on an island where they got everything set up to live at. You know, anything like that, bro. We don't really know. We're the people looking at this fake stuff, and that's why I say don't get sucked into it. It don't matter what's going on. This president can't do nothing for us. None of these people could do nothing for us. It's left up to you. It's left up to you and your spirit. If your spirit weak, you're going to get caught up into this type of stuff. You're going to get, your arc is weak. You get what I'm saying? You can't ride the water. You're getting tossed up in it. You're getting drowned in the current. So it's like, yo, don't get your emotions stuck over here, because at the end of the day, really, realistically, it ain't got nothing to do with you. And they making it part of your business because they cannot keep their stability or their crown or their corona, however you want to say it, their crown chakra. They cannot let someone get that and start messing up things. They can't lose the control. You know what I mean? That's why they call it the system. When you start thinking about it, it's like all of it is programmed for them to keep things intact, to make sure they don't lose nothing, make sure they don't lose no type of control. You know what I mean? And then when we get tested for vaccines and stuff, they just use your blood to try to figure out more ways of killing the type of blood cell that you have running through your body, and stuff like that, bro. It's like common sense when we really think about it. So at the end of the day, I be like, dang, what I look like going out there to protest, when at the end of the day, these people are going to be out here and trying to keep their control, and they already drew this. They knew that these lines were going to come. As you as a person, if you think you could sit there and think about it in about an hour, we're going to say, about how these people could do things, these people had thousands of years into this. So it ain't no faking it. You know what I mean? They got this master. They already drew this plan out. They got big movies about it, big everything about what it was going to do. These are the people, like I told you, bring us today's books and knowledge that we read, and the ones that we see that's talking about this end times and all that there. This ain't no end time, man. Listen, this an infinite world, bro. It's not, it don't work like that. You get what I'm saying? It's all about how you move as a spirit. They trying to get you lost and get you stuck somewhere else that you can't get out of. You know what I mean? That's why I say at the end of the day, know how to see things and know how not to be played with these agendas. Because that's all it is. It's just about a more way of being strategic. They think they're smarter by hiding their hands and throwing rocks, thinking like, okay, nobody's gonna pay us attention. They're only gonna pay these people we got in the front lines attentions, the ones that we placed there, the presidents, the government, however you want to see it, all those people that's in the same branch, bro. Listen, how they get there in life, what school courses they took to become a better president, like what made them a better candidate than out of all these people in this damn world. Like what, like really, bro, this is just a easy thought, man. Like this don't take too much of thought, like how these people is specifically picked, you know what I mean? And then it's just like no matter what we do, we could vote one way and they're gonna pick them anyway. It don't matter. Like who is we to be like, oh, our votes went there? They're the ones in control of it, so they could do however they want. They're the ones putting together these numbers. They're the ones doing this. So at the end of the day, I just want to tell y'all, if y'all out there getting ready to protest, be smart about what you actually doing. Think about it. Is it actually gonna get something done? Cause now let's say on the flip side, say if the government be like, you know what, we're gonna bow down. You guys got it. We'll move the police out the way. You guys got it. Do you know how much crime, how much violence gonna really pop off? Because everyone in this world is not loyal. Everyone in this world is not actually human. So you're gonna have people run around here and they being weak spirits, parasites could jump into their body. You know what I mean? So know that. So these people will be out here, you know what I mean, terrorizing things, raping people, kids, or however, you know what I'm saying, robbing, taking things. They're already doing stuff destructive because of what these agents led them to, and that's messing up the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole shebang. It's like, damn, we supposed to be trying to build and y'all destroying, and not even destroying something that the government got any control of, because they're going to make us pay for that. You know what I mean? Like, who y'all think going to pay for that? They're not going to pay for that. Money is nothing but numbers, bro. Right now, they could print out money if they needed it. Like, it's nothing. It's really nothing. Like, for real. It's just how you look at it. You know what I mean? Because we have to use it to be able to keep a station. A stability to how the world work. You know what I mean? I can understand that to a point. But that's just like the security system when it comes to the police branch. So think about that. If we had no security at all, who's going to protect our loved ones? Who's going to protect our babies? Who's going to protect our elders? You know? So at the end of the day, we have to know what we are doing and know what's out there. And I've been seeing a couple agents get caught, man. It's funny as I don't know what. You know what I mean? And they trying to get them from around, and they, you know, at the end of the day, it's only a group of people that's seeing this at once. So out of all the people that's out here, they all could be lost by just watching this one agent. You know what I'm saying? I done seen, like, I'm just sitting back looking at this fake behind news. I done seen more than 10 different crowds of more than like 50 people in total looting. You know what I mean? It's like, dang. At the end of the day, y'all don't realize that y'all spreading like this type of power, this type of energy that makes others feel like, yo, I gotta do this too. Otherwise, I'm not from the hood, or otherwise, I'm not with y'all guys for real. It's like peer pressure in a way, you know what I mean? But dog, that's just like a simple way of looking at things, man. They already placed bricks there. They already got people getting ran over and stuff like that, bro. Y'all gotta know what's gonna come with that. But to be honest, bro, this might hurt a little bit. But just to be completely honest, do y'all think, like, being like, if they wanted to really enforce something, do you think that we have just the power just by our voices? None of us has no ammo because we came with no violence. By them pushing this violence thing, if you think if they really wanted to take it to the next level, they have airplanes. They have, you know what I'm saying? They showing you the camera footage from a plane so far away that you have to think to yourself, if these people really wanted to, you know what I'm saying, engage into the violence, they could do it. We leaving it open. We leaving too many holes open. It's just like, I used to play football, so it's just like being a running back. It's like, boom, you see in the hole and you got to find the hole and hit it. That's what we leaving. It's like, no matter if we pull this way, we leaving something open over there. Dang, phone about to go dead, but it's cool. But yeah, man, it's like, it's serious. It's just like, it's something that you have to look at from a level that you just got to be like, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with it. It's like, why would I get into something that I can't get out of? It's a booby trap, like, regardless. Like I was just telling you with the chess pieces. Now you stuck right here, and now you got, oh, you finna jump you. Now it's checkmate. Now you done. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing just like that. It's like we have to be very smart and strategic about what we have going. You know what I mean? And my bad, y'all. The chat is moving like quickly as I don't know what. But you know, I'll give y'all the shout out whenever I see it pop up or whatever. But man, yeah, man, I just want to really break it down, because at the end of the day, we have to depend on us as the people. The unity we have with inside each other, dog. That's what the 5G is about. When you have no poverty and when you have none of these like type of problems because we don't figured it out. But we going in without a game plan, like a master plan of who we're putting in security, who we're gonna put to keep it stable. Bro, listen, it's gonna go crazy. Just like I'm saying, like crazy, like in the mind. Think about that being stable. Think about Saturn being your crown. Like crazy in the mind. Like the world gonna be out of control. So at the end of the day, it's not being like, yeah, let's not say nothing. It's just about let's say something with something to show, with something to fall back on. You know what I mean? Because if we ain't got nothing to fall back on, like I was just describing, we're gonna get destroyed. Not by them, by ourselves. Those guys is hiding in the dark. These the shadow. Why y'all think that they sitting far back? You know what I mean? It's just a common sense thing. It's just like, yo, we gonna throw these rocks. We gonna hide our hands. Nobody gonna know who did it. You know what I mean? They gonna battle it out. They gonna argue it out, and that's gonna be left up to them to destroy each other. We ain't even gonna have to do it. Even though we have the power to do it, that's not how this world work. We have to use them to keep them pumping for us, to keep us more in control. So at the end of the day, they helping us, you know what I'm saying, in an odd way, you know, and that's how they look at it because they twist it, you know, and it's like they could use all this knowledge for good, and that's the part that's tricky because they don't. They use all this for the bad, like all this for their own grief. I mean, for their own needs, you know what I mean? So it's like messed up, dog. It's like, yo, what can we do? You know what I mean? Like, what can we do if we giving them the power? Like, we can't do jack with it. So at the end of the day, we got to fall back, wait till we have a well put together plan that we can have not only people that's just security guards that like from random places, but someone that's actually spiritual. So they can actually know what's going on in the world, know what powers that's out there, know what energies, know how people vibes is, could look at someone eye to eye and tell what they own. We need someone that's like that, in control of things. And let us be the one that actually appoint them, not some type of put together program that automatically going to pick this man. You know what I mean? Let us pick the people in the chair, or let us put the people in power that we want in power, that we could feel like we trust. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, conscious and subconscious leaders. You know what I mean? Let them be at certain powers. Let the conscious people be like the lower of the high level or the medium level, and let the higher conscious people be at the top. You know what I mean? So they could be up the subconscious group be at the top. So we could be able to explain your instincts and explain how to travel through space without getting lost. You know what I mean? Straight up. Because at the end of the day, that's your whole quest on here. Why you think you're in a body by yourself? You know what I mean? You're not sharing with this guy right here. You're by yourself. It's left up to you to find out once you leave this body where to go. So at the end of the day, let the people that knows those type of rules or those type of instructions, let those lead while the rest just fall behind. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that would have us to a point that we don't have to worry about what's coming, because when people is doing things, we can have our ways of punishing them. We don't have to lock them up for the rest of their life from selling a drug or some junk like that, which don't make sense, and let somebody out that did 5 years in prison for killing somebody. It don't make sense, bro, in this world. We don't have to fall alone with that. If we had our own security, our own stability, that we could just look back on like, yo, we got this, and this side of the world working. It's left up to not only them, but up to us people as well. So we're not going to just lead the power into these people, because we have done that times before. If you read in your history, you can see that we had it, and then we give the powers to these certain people, and then these people get jealous of each other, and now they go to clashing, and then they turn these groups, and you with him or you with him, and now we backsliding. You know what I mean? It's like, that's the end of the thing. So it's like we done been on these roads enough times to know that this is the same agenda, just now at a more aggressive pattern, because they using Mars to their fullest. You know what I mean? And they coming with it because they mad as I don't know what. They mad because we didn't follow the agenda that they was actually planning. Yeah, they're trying to use it. Yeah, they're using their alignments. You know what I mean? They know what's going on. Like, just like when Trump brought the Bible. Y'all better get in astrology. He brought that Bible because it was that time. You know what I mean? So understand that. So when these guys, like, anytime we talk about time, we just talking about basically the correlation that's going on above us. That's all we talking about. We don't talk about no 730, no, none of that. So if you want to look at it from a house point of view. That's why I tell you, gotta get into that astrology, bro. It's gonna teach you. It might hurt. It's gonna break that backbone of understanding that you was tricked. And here's the answers. So like also you gotta be aware of which astrology to dive into. So bam, that's why you got me here. That's why you got people like Dolo. You got people like a couple people, bro. I have to really go through the list. And if you in the chat that do the same thing, you do Terriers and stuff, let people know right now. You know what I mean? That's just keeping it real. Because I know at the end of the day, we have to start realizing who is actually for us and not against us. You know, and who actually is not going to get us lost, like I was explaining, into something, into a battle once upon each other again. So we need to break that. We don't need all that going on. So just like if we had somebody in the power and now these two beefing, guess what we could do as the people? We could get rid of both of them. We don't need it, because y'all should have been more spiritually enough to understand how things work. It may not work in your way, but this is why. You know what I mean? You should be strong enough as a spirit not to get caught up into trying your ego taking over and controlling what you got going on. So at the end of the day, that's when we'll be able to separate those. You know what I mean? So think about it, dog. That'll be a beautiful place. Like, think about it. Like, you won't have bums. Like, you won't have empty houses. We will be able to put these people in shelters. You know what I mean? Like, everything will be better. Like, everything can be better. Because if we leaving it up to them, we still have to look at them like they're the ones that printed out that money. So at the end of the day, they're the ones that's in control of that. And we already gave that power up of giving them the tools to be able to work us from now on. So now we have to come up with our own strategy of building our own branch to be able to overcome theirs and just get them out of the way. Because listen, if we cut one branch off, we got to cut that whole tree down. That's basically what I'm saying. Because you can't cut out the security, which is the police system, and then you expect to still get benefits. That ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? Yo. Yeah, them playboys. Yeah, you know what I mean? But it is funny because it sit right up on me, man. Listen, anytime I'm doing a live, I don't care about that, man. I tune into it. But yeah, man, it's just like people is really not realizing that we have to actually sit back. We're not ready for what we are diving into. You know what I mean? It's like jumping into this damn ocean and you ain't bring no float and you never learn how to swim. Listen, we have to be able to know what's out to get us and what is attracting our energy. Everybody been going over there so bad that, like, real talk, if you look at the spiritual videos, the ones that's actually spiritual have been going down in views because of the chaos. Been having people tuned in over there. Like I told you, when it comes to that negative energy, that shit powerful, bro. It sucks junk right up in, just like a dark hole, if you wanted to say it. It's just pure darkness, just sucking shit right up in, bro. So like at the end of the day, we have to look at it like, yeah, if we had our own branch, like I was saying, no homeless people, no one going through this type of messed upness, that don't mean that we're gonna have it like you just sit on your tail and you don't do nothing. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Hard work pays off. We're gonna have it that a person is able to do this and things like that. But when they start stealing and stuff like that, they'll be punished according to however it measured. We're not gonna just hit them with, oh, you killed 7 people, but you this color, so we're gonna give you 2 years. You killed 1 person, and you this color, so we're gonna give you 20. Nah, we're gonna go according to whatever the crime they did and how they did it and how they went about it. And can they change from this? You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people that stick in the mind that might not never change. That don't mean we're gonna keep letting them come back and doing it over and over. If you ask me, I wouldn't even want to say it on YouTube, but what I rather prefer. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, when some spirits get wicked, they love that. They love that. You know what I'm saying? It's like being a vessel, bro. You letting things come into you from other dimensions. So it's like when you weak like that, things just jumping into you. Negativity, hatred, all that stuff, bro. And that stuff powerful. So if you ever look at some people that get too lost in that gothic stuff, that's what it be. Get too lost into anything, bro. It's always something to stop you in the back. Even like I was explaining with hippies, bro. They was getting pushed over. You know what I'm saying? That's just some real stuff. Because they was always just talking about love only. But they wasn't talking about that backbone, that what you need to strike back. Not to let someone just walk over you and tremble you. Because you see where it could lead to. So it's like knowing that everything we came from, now we have to see that we just have to build our own branch. Just like I was saying, if you cut one You cut one of these branches off, you got to cut this whole tree off, because you can't expect the government not to help us on this one end and expect them to help us on every other end. Like, no, we'll have to start over our whole thing, bro. Even our own way of transferring money to one another, even our own way of that. Even if we have to use theirs, we'll still be able to, without necessarily, how I'm gonna say, without necessarily deleting everything. You know what I mean? We'll just try to keep more track of it and keep it all together. Yeah, man, for real. You gotta have both. You got to. And that's straight up. Man, see, we gotta have it that we all could have an understanding with each other. If you think about it, bro, the people that's out fighting right now, those humans, they got families at home too. So at the end of the day, they're not with letting somebody hurt them, and they're not with letting somebody treat their family wrong. They just going by what they think is right. They being mind watched. They being brain controlled. Like I told you, it's a damn puppet master back there pulling all the strings and just watching the chaos happen and just sitting back laughing like, ha, y'all still going according to it. So, hey, at the end of the day, you still getting washed up in it. So learn how to swim. You know what I mean? Know that, hey, I don't even want nothing to do with that. Bump trying to put this person and that person in the chair. And I really don't care who said it. I don't care who said, oh, let's try to get them in the chair to keep. Man, bump all that. Let's get rid of their chair completely. Let's get rid of their whole house. Bump the White House. Let's just make a multicolor house. Let's put it, you know what I'm saying? Put anybody in there. Let's not have one president. Why we gotta have one person controlling everything? Y'all know in the world, one person could barely sit there and take care of their kids. You talking about one person controlling the world? All these problems that's going on here, we can't keep giving these people our power. That's why I like to say, take our power back, bro. It's already given. We got to get it back. Because right now, you see how it's working. And these people is not going to give up. They're not finna just be like, oh, this plan right here works. And if it fail, we ain't got nothing else. No. They coming with a plan A all the way to Z. Because they know of the principles and the paths that's sitting there. Just like how we've been on this live 20-something minutes. And I already could tell you like 5 different ways that they could approach this same thing by already getting a little bit of people to engage in it. Now, if nobody engaged in it, now it's time to switch the plans. That was the same thing with this corona stuff. Because we're like, okay, now they got the now they had the mask stuff, right? It's like you can't breathe with the mask on, right? Now, y'all got y'all knee on the man's neck, right? And he can't breathe. And the thing about it is, it's like, I don't know, is he like, like older or something, so he can't really tussle him off his neck, but you know what I mean? And I seen how they had him pinned, but it's just like, it almost looked like he was just sitting there and it was just like, you know what I'm saying? He let himself go out of out. Man, I don't know, dog. But if I was y'all, I don't know. I think I'll be fighting for my life regardless if I know they already hurting me. You know what I mean? So at the same time, I be thinking about stuff like that too, man. So I just don't want to get lost onto that, man. And I just wanted to come in real quick and break that down. But anything y'all wanted to talk about besides that, I also want to know what type of videos y'all like more. Do y'all want more based off numerology, like seeing repeated numbers? Or do y'all want to try this Greek mythology thing out when I break down what's the actual stuff that these people was getting lost in? You know what I mean? Like Lilith, you know what I mean? If you read biblical, it'll basically tell you that it was Adam's first girlfriend and stuff like that, and that's it was his first love, and he got caught up in that. But it's the wrong way of understanding it. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's deeper than that. So like I said, I'll do a whole Greek mythology unfolded if y'all want that. And we could also start talking about the individual planets and talk about like more of understanding of what's going on. Because listen, this is my soul group, right? So I'm trying to figure out where we're all as a unit. What should we do? You know what I mean? What we could go on with. Anything you guys want, I got the knowledge on. I promise you that. And if I can't figure out the exact word or vocabulary you're trying to use to get the thing out, I know what you're talking about. I just might not know the name of it. You get what I'm saying? But further as that, I just wanted to come break that down because I know as people, you feel like in your spirit, sometimes you got to go do that. But sometimes you got to realize that your spirit has been tricked so many times that you don't even know your spirit. Well, you've been tricked so many times that you don't even really know what you want to do. So now you just putting energy into things that really shouldn't even need no energy put into it. Especially when we're not coming with our stuff down packed and ready to go. It's like we moving without, it's like we moving with no ammo. How we going to a shootout with no gun and no ammo? That's basically what we doing, man. And we really is doing that. Y'all think about it. If we come with no violence, y'all think that these people is going to be like, oh, they're going to come with violence. So y'all, let's prepare this. No, they knew this. They knew this. They looked at the other riots. They look at this like some football game film stuff. They sit back and they analyze like, oh, okay, you seen how that worked last time? Now how about this time if we tweak it a little bit? But just in case it go over there this time, we'll do this. And just in case it go over there that time, we'll do that. You think about it. Them powers that's sitting behind there, bro, they strong. It ain't like it's not like they're strong physically, but they're strong mentally. Because they'll do anything to keep their stability, anything. And that's what make it so evil. It's like I'll destroy this world before I let me not be in control of it. It's like, dang, that's some Titanic stuff. Like, for real, like, instead of you jumping off, they'll be the type of person that you know what I'm saying, they'll rather die with a whole group of people instead of just go by themselves on over there. They just want to take everybody else with them. Like, if you're gonna blow yourself up, go do that on your own time. That's the type of sick individuals that's pulling the strings behind this stuff. I'm telling y'all. But they sick, twisted, but they still, like I said, at the end of the day, they're like smart dummies. They know what's going on. They know what not to put out there. Bro, listen. I'm telling y'all, if it was allowed that all the people that's actually, I'm not talking about no damn truthers. I'm not talking about none of them conscious people, period. I'm talking about the people that's actually telling you about where to go after this life. Bump, this is just one part. Don't get caught up in this. Don't get caught up in nothing on this earth. Don't fall in love with none of this on this earth. We have to be able to move, maneuver. You know what I'm saying? Jump 2 times. Come through space. Anytime you're going through something, that's a part of a space or a part of experience that you're exploring. So don't get caught up into that. And then you get lost into that. And now you stuck way over here. Nah, we have to realize that this stuff is here for us to learn from so we could ascend better throughout heaven. So now when we're in the heavenly realms, we know more what's going on. Don't nobody want no a star up there and the star over there going like this, hitting all the other stars. You know what I mean? It's just some real talk. You want it to be with structure. You want it to be with not too much structure, but enough structure. You want it to have love, but not too much love. You know what I'm saying? You want it to be like the Charkers. You want to be open, but you don't want to be too open to now that somebody is using you to their advantage, just like what is going on to the day. And they're using it to like, bam. Long as we got the energy, all energy is good energy. So if we got them on a positive note, we got the energy. We got them on a negative note, we got the energy. Now the only thing we got to do is sit here and make some type of Goku spirit bomb with it and hit the world with it. If y'all watch anime, you know what I'm saying? That's just like really how this stuff is working right now. And it's like, damn, how can, if you really sit back and think about it, like how can we let them pull these little rabbit out the hat old tricks? Like these tricks is not even really to work, but they do it at a precise time. Like I was saying. So if you got the energy already there, only thing you got to do is wait for somebody to open up and want it. And now, bam, you can hit it. And now, bam, you already got it. Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Straight up. And it get worse, man. It get way worse when you really think about how in control these people are. But it's like at the end of the day, if they lose the control of what they got going on, they're nothing. Nothing. That's the same thing I was saying about, you know what I mean, about the pastors in the church. You think that pastor gonna tell you the truth if he knew it? If you do it, you wouldn't be paying him for tithes. You wouldn't be paying to hear bullshit. You wouldn't be paying for that. You'll be paying to hear niggas like me, real shit. You know what I'm saying? Where the spirit could really think about from the level of not just letting the world control you, but you controlling the world, creating this different type of reality of what they're trying to, outside of what they're trying to create for you. You know what I mean? So yeah, straight up, Christine, straight up. Man, so it's like all at the end of the day, we have to sit back and just like, yo, let that shit be. Let that power, let that energy be over there. I can use the same energy, but let me use it for me and for others to learn from, to help humanity overall compared to what they got going on over there. Because I don't know what them boys got going on. They really on some sick stuff, and they mind, and they back of their head, they're never going to put in their mind that they should do right. Because why? They don't want to lose who they are. They don't want to lose the stability they have. Just like I was saying about the pastor, they're not going to tell you the truth. Now his church broke down. Now he ain't got that Benz he used to drive no more. Now he's in a Toyota Camry 67, or if they had him then. You know what I'm saying? You come up with some type of car that you didn't even know what was out there. He done fell away from the whole scenery if he was to do that. You know what I mean? Because he's teaching something not the truth. It's teaching it something that's like cross the truth. You know what I mean? It's like teaching you something in a way that they want you to look at it as a person or a man or some type of some type of creature that's controlling something. So they want you to look into another power to give something else power. Just like that already sound, you giving it to the power. So now when you start talking about, oh, the Most High and stuff like that, you starting to look at these people as them being to the highest point of reality, the highest point of spirituality, the highest point of anything, and you giving all your power to them. So at the end of the day, we have to realize that this is within us. We don't need you to tell us that we need to trust in the nigga that you telling us to trust just in order for things to work. That's not how it goes around here. And that's the same thing they doing still now. Now it's like, which president you gonna trust, huh? You want to trust Trump? You want to trust this dude? I don't even, bro, listen, I don't even know their names. That's how much I do not pay them attention, because I already know it's a wrestling match. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, y'all, they go back, they shake hands. It's all good. It was just a part of the program. It was part of the whole act. Speaking of that, a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, they just said down in Hollywood they was finding out, trying to find actors, crisis actors and stuff like that. Man, you can't make this stuff up, bro. I'm talking about, like, it's simple, but it's someone that always tried to throw it out there. And it's how they use. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Because the conscious game, they get on my damn nerves, bro. Like, for real, bro. Because they always taking something, they always just running with it before even actually sitting back and analyzing what's actually going on. If you sitting there running with it, you going over here with that power. Now you done got everybody directed over there. Now you done got their whole attention and power thrown over there. And one thing about a lot of people that y'all have to realize, especially the conscious game, is they're just like those elites. Their stability. They don't want to lose that. They don't want you to find out the truth that they actually don't know shit. That they actually don't know nothing outside of this world. What does this world means to you if you got to leave it regardless? Everyone got to die. You know what I mean? So it's all about that. So even when you look at it, how they pushing the no mask stuff. You listen, bro. They still on that code. They still on that no coming in the store mask stuff in certain locations. The reason why is because they still have to keep the agenda that was originally planned. All about, you know what I'm saying, control. They seen it getting out of hand, but they had to switch it up real quick to get it back in hand. But now they're going to run it back with this. Now y'all already see the increased numbers of what's going on. Like, come on, like how somebody got tested that quick? I'm talking about like with the Florida beach stuff. Like, how y'all know somebody got tested that quick? Like, y'all told us that the test take, 3 to 7 days to come back? Now y'all saying the day after the beach, more than 1,800 or some type of people caught it. I don't even know, but just some type of amount of people caught it. Like, yo, who is going to get tested that quick? Out of all the people that was there, you telling me they all just like, let me leave the beach now, no mask. I mean, some of them had on masks. And like, let me go see what's going on, man. I'm telling you, dog. The people killing me wearing them damn masks and them damn cars and stuff, man. How can you smell your breath all damn day riding down the road, man? And that's just what it is, bro. It get on my nerves. It's like, yo, y'all still allowing them to do this. Right now, nigga be like, man, y'all gonna have to, they're gonna have to fire you, bro. Cause, hey, I'm finna not wear this mask or something like that. Either way, man, use them though. Let the sheep sit there. Just like how they using them. It'll come to a point in life that we'll have to do the same thing. And I'm not saying this on no messed up type of stuff, but this just strong-minded thinking that, okay, it get to a point now, they just crack down completely, and they're like, you just gotta wear a mask, period. Those little sheep people walking around, we can use them. You know what I mean? We can be like, hey, yo, here, run to the store, grab this for me. Bam, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, straight up. And then when they go to the store and they grab it, we Gucci. We got the stuff we need. We just have to go through them, probably break them off a little extra, give them whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know they're sheep, so they feel like this materialistic stuff in the world is all that really matter. So at the end of the day, that's messed up on how you got to say it, but that's just what it is. If we sitting here showing you the proof, sitting here telling everybody what's going on, and they still don't want the truth, what can we do? We can't do nothing but do what the elite's doing. Just let them be part of the game, but just learn how to play chess back with them. Don't let them just mark all over your board. Play your chess pieces back. Aim back, shoot fire in that way. You don't have to get physically in fire. Play it with a spiritual mental game. You know what I mean? Like, okay, y'all think y'all slick. Oh, y'all thought that was going to stop me from getting my food. Okay, I'm finna send y'all a little crash dummy. Go get my food, man. I need this, I need that, da-da-da. Now you bringing it back. You know what I mean? So now, at the end of the day, you still got your needs, and you're still able to keep it pushing and keep it going. So at the end of the day, like I said, we can do it. It's just we need people to get out there in the world. that really know what they're talking about, that really know what they're doing. I don't have to go to no type of these schools that these professors and all these people going to that's trying to do something else that they didn't even study for in life to understand what's going on. See, because when it comes to the spirit, and when you know who you are as a spirit, and you see how strong and actually powerful you is, and you start learning more about yourself, that's why I tell everybody, get more in contact with yourself. Don't get stuck on yourself like that, but get more in contact with yourself and then be able to realize what you got to offer to the world. You know what I mean? So, like, real talk. Furthest, actually doing something important. Like I said, I'm not out here talking about, yo, come over here, check out this, what I got going. 10 dudes fighting, man. Da, da, da. Nah, I'm out here trying to spread something that you're going to need just bump this world out of this world. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, that's the type of thinking that we need. We need those type of people in control, straight up. Because when we got these other ones in control, they're too weak. They don't know how to stand the ground. And then when they stand their ground, they get aggressive at the wrong time. So it's like they don't know how to not let they don't know how to get physically involved with things and letting it go. They get stuck in it. So we, as the people, we have power of knowing that at the end of the day, we all could pull together and we all could get something going, but we're going to need one another to be there for another that actually got knowledge of actual life and actually how a person actually feels. Because I don't even think these people that's controlling this world, because they really hate humans. And that'll be something that, another thing that we'll probably really never get the actual information, since some people like to be pricks and like to want to get the actual logical of everything. Like you want to see an alien taking pictures of a reptile and stuff like that, man. Either way, I wouldn't go for that because, you know, they got stuff like thumbnail makers and all that stuff. So you already know they could crop pictures, change pictures, and do all that. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying, as a spirit, we have to be able to trust people. You know what I mean? Those people is not to be trusted ever. They have something personal against the whole human race, because they know at the end of the day, they was just like the people I was explaining, like if you gave this group and that group the power. You know what I'm saying? They just like that. It's just, they looking at it like, yo, we can't lose this because now we're going to fall out of line and these people going to be able to do what they want. They're not going to listen to us. They're not going to follow by our rules, know what of our control, and there's nothing we could do about it. Now, if we fell out of control and we still need them for something, like I said, at the end of the day, y'all, they come back and like, yeah, y'all need us. So, yeah, what's up now? You know what I mean? But let's be smart about it. As a making everything clear, though, I just want to say my whole thing is just, if we had a branch of people that's actually spiritual, you know what I mean, in all brackets, we could actually get something going. And not just no conscious game, because we already know the conscious, like I just said, take stuff and go way over there, man. Straight up. Yeah, straight up. And share this video, y'all. Y'all got to share these videos, because like I was saying, we got to get this out to the people that actually know what they're doing. I'm glad you said that, bro, because we got to get this out to the people that actually know what they're talking about, so we can actually get some control going on and not coming at no aggressive, stupid behind way that you can't see, that they're using Mars against you, dude. So of course it's going to work, and of course in your spirit, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm ready to get on some craziness. Yeah, they know that too. They looked at the sky and they're like, yeah, today they're going to be on that craziness. You know that, right? Let's go ahead and use it to our fullest advantage. So at the end of the day, we have to realize that, hey, don't get trapped up into this stuff. Let's put somebody that's actually, let's get people, groups of people if we got to. Control this area if something wants to pop off and da-da-da. It ain't got to be nobody telling you what to do. Oh, you can't do this outside. You can't do. Nah, it could just be someone that just like, if things get out of whack, things get out of hand, we're going to put you back into your position and you're going to get what's coming for you. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. That's actual justifying. So things that get justice, but it'll just be better throughout us. Because at the end of the day, y'all don't understand. We look at things, even if they release somebody from a day in jail, bro. A person did a day in jail. Anything could have happened then. Like, real talk. Anything could happen. So from that point there, we need actual proof and stuff before we prosecute anybody. If we was leading, we'll actually be able to tell. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what's going on? Da-da-da. We give them a fighting chance to be able to explain what happened, but we'll know exactly how to handle it better than what they do. You know what I'm saying? Giving people sentences that don't matter, bro, in life. Like, and like, damn, why would you sentence somebody this much of time? Like, and you want them to come back, you want them to grow and learn from it, but they never coming back home and stuff like that for small crimes, bro. So at the end of the day, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. As y'all can see, I'm getting hot, man. I'm getting ready to drop my kids off, and I'm free, man. So y'all already know, bro. Y'all already know if you're a parent, that jump feel good when you get a break. Man, I love y'all, you know what I'm saying? Be easy out here. And no, do not get caught up into this stuff. And let me know what type of videos y'all want, bro. It's up to y'all, bro. Y'all keep me pushing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make a video and I don't feel like y'all don't necessarily want to tune into it. You know what I mean? Like, for real. And I seen somebody down in the comments say something about animals and spirits and stuff like that. I'll do that one. But also, what you got, bro? What you got? What one you got that you what you got it already ready, so I could just go ahead and just start doing some homework on it and getting it already figured it out in words that I want to describe it. Just like you guys see right now, bro. I'm going 45 minutes without no notes and nothing like that, because it's just coming straight off the top of the dome and coming from the spirit, just knowing that I can't get lost into the stuff that's going on out here to trick me, to get me out the whip of understanding what's going on. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me know. And love y'all, like I was saying, man. Keep your head up. Don't let these powers that be, don't let them get no powers, because they ain't nothing behind them but pulling strings. So don't get mad and do not get involved into something that you don't necessarily know what you're doing. Because like I just said to y'all, and I just want to make this a closeout. Remember, when we give power to people, dog, we done did this before. We done did this before. We done gave this person power, this person power. At the end of the day, those two got tricked, but by each other's ego, turned against each other, and then it all came back to us. You know what I'm saying? It all bite us in the end of the day. So we got to stop giving these people our power, man. For real, man. Straight up. And I appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. And I'm out. And if y'all want to ever donate or anything to me, bro, you know what I'm saying, to try to get like some, I guess, some shit in the background, bro. But either way, it's cash level 135, man. And I'm out, y'all. I love y'all. Be easy.